before I say something. We still have tables 1 and 2. They are not reserved, so if you feel like there are too many people on your table, you can take one of these. Yeah, we don't have any reserved seating, so feel free to pick any table you want. All right. I'm waiting for Akana, but I have once again, welcome to everybody who is here. We are so glad that you answered our call. We give all glory to God. I'm holding this microphone with my heart full of thanksgiving and gratitude. I tell people we are not a self-made nonprofit. It took a village. It's still taking a village for us to go further. We are also not an overnight success. We started Mission Africa in 2003 at the missions department to a church we pastored. And in 2006, we became a 501c3. So at least we've been around for about 19 years. So sometimes it looks like, when things start happening, everybody's like, oh my goodness, they just started the other day. So, but it took all of us, and it took the grace of God for us to be where we are now. So I just want to talk a little bit about a few of the projects that we have done. And those are the reasons why we want community leaders to come and eat with us and fellowship with us, and then we talk about how to move forward. One of them is we have had the privilege of having funding to distribute gift certificates to African families. And these certificates are for grocery, for African food grocery. So we have received this funding like 3 or 4 times from Renton Community Foundation. We have also received it from King County. So what we do is we buy $200 gift certificates and we distribute them to African families who have the need. One of the things I want to say here is, as a community leader, you are the one, you can call us or tell us, there's somebody in my community who really needs that kind of help. And we will save that person's number and email, and when we have such opportunities, we will reach out to those people. That's what we do as leaders. I tell people that every African adult is a philanthropist. You don't have to have a non-profit to be a philanthropist. We all know that. You pay school fees for your children here. You pay school fees for your cousins and in Nigeria. You pay hospital bills for your people here. You pay for your uncles and aunties. So sometimes when Africans are one of the group of people who don't reach out, when we have outreaches, 85% of the people who come are, Eastern Europeans and other people. You don't see a lot of Africans. But I encourage people to reach out to your African, community members and let them know. Because you're not just coming because you don't have the money, but if you can get it from somebody, or an organization here, you can use that money to help your uncle. You can use that money to pay the fees of that other orphan that is in your village. So it's not about, standing in line because you don't know. We are people of great pride, and that's a good thing. But we should also know that God has brought us here to be able to help others. So we want to encourage you to be other focused. Other focused. So if you come here and we have toothpaste and soap, and you have a lot of toothpaste and soap, but a community member that could use toothpaste and soap, swallow your pride. Pick up toothpaste and soap. You don't have to tell us it's not for you. We don't care. But take it to that family. They will appreciate it. Because if you don't, they might not even have the transportation to come here. They might not know who Mission Africa is. They might not know where to get those resources. But you're reaching out to them, and you are requested to do those gift certificates again in 2023. So please feel free to call us. If we don't have it, we'll let you know. If we have it, we will make sure we reach out to those families when those opportunities come. The next one is African Women Health, advocacy. That's the one we did with Fred Hodge. That particular program broke my heart because we had Jean-Paul here was one of the community members who was very much instrumental in making sure that women attended that. Our target was 50 women, we had 66 women. And we had men whose wives are going through ovarian cancer or breast cancer, men whose mothers are going through that, and they had incredible questions. We had qualified doctors who came to give those lectures. We were trying to find doctors in America. It was not hard. Dr. Quinn knows how hard it is to find a doctor. She would have helped us, but she just had a baby then. But we found qualified doctors from Nigeria who did the lectures. It was incredible. But what that showed me is that that is a big need in the African community. People were asking questions. People were telling us how much, just because we talked about support strategies, we talked about early detection. Some women have never had about self-examining their own breasts or looking at their own body. It was a good program. And what we want to do is to start looking for resources so we can offer those kind of programs again. Especially when it comes to sickle cell anemia, we know that is a black people's sickness. We need to educate our people, our community, because if you do your, what is that test you do? If you do your, Dr. Queen, what is the test you do for 2 AA and AS? Not to AA and SS and SS, not to get married. Genotype, yeah, thank you so much. When we were growing up in Nigeria, if you go for marriage counseling, your pastors will make you take that. Believe it or not. Yeah. And if you're SSSS, they will let you know. So now you know. So some of our African, community members don't know those kind of things. We need to educate our people because we are in a land of the free and the home of the brave. We are in a land flowing with milk and honey. I don't want to, go through what people go with their experience in being in America, but America has really blessed us. That is, America has given us opportunities to help our people. Think about $1, how much it is in Naira. It goes a long way. So, we need to educate our community members. That's my point for that. AHAP, African Health Advocacy Project, that's one of the banners, we used then. One of the cool things about that project was we worked with community leaders, African organization leaders, and it was incredible. So we are about to do a 2.0 of that project. We're about to do a 2.0 of that project. I'm looking for a clap. Because we did a good job and they invited us for another one. That was the biggest grant we got, before we got the one for digital navigation. And they said, you did a good job, so we want you to do that again. One of the questions I asked them, I said, okay, is there anything that we'll do for you to say no? They said, no, you have already been approved before you even write the grants. That is so good. So, we are looking forward to that, which means if you're a community leader here and you participated in that program the last time we had it during this summer, please get ready to do it with us again. Last time we focused on all kinds of things that Africans in the Puget Sound are going through. This time we're going to focus on mental health. We're going to have mental health professionals come and talk to us about that. We're going to have opportunities to interview our kids. How are they doing? Because mental health is a topic that Africans don't talk about. It's not something that we talk about. So we're going to have forums like this when we can have food and have a DJ or whatever we have to have, and we have people come and talk to us about, mental health. So please be ready to hear from us, because last time we were able to negotiate and get some incentives for African-led, and when I say African-led, please, we also mean, African American-led organizations. So you're going to get some incentives helping us do the survey. And then, last but not least, is one of the programs that we just started. It's called Digital Navigation. It's called African, I forgot what it's called, but it's something African and Digital Navigation. African Alliance Digital Equity Project. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of applying for this grant and it came to, you have to name the project. I'm like, okay, yes. So that's what happened. But let me tell you, it's a great opportunity for our people. I want to put two ladies here on the spot, just because they were in the class. So I want them to share something, because when you come from Africa, especially if you are educated or you have some money or high up there in status, you don't check your email. You have boys and girls who check your email. You have PAs. You have young cousins who, when you want to check your email, they go to check your email, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. When I go to Nigeria, 2 days before I come back, I get depressed because I get to carry my purse again. I get to cook. I get to clean. Over there, I'm mama, so I don't do anything. But you see, when we do that over in Africa and you come here, you know that everything is tech here. You realize that even the basic tech knowledge you do not have. And it's so devastating. We have a man who came the first day we started this program on the 10th of December. This man, he came, he said, "Sister, can my wife come?" I said, "Sure." I said, "Why did she come today?" She said, "Oh, she just couldn't come. She doesn't know how to touch computer. But in my country, she's an attorney." I almost cried. He said, "In my country, she's an attorney, but here, she doesn't know." So she didn't have the confidence to come at all. So I said, "Well, let her come." And we made it so much fun. You take an assessment. It's nothing to be ashamed of. They're free classes. We learn everything: how to turn computer on, how to turn it off, how to save everything. Oh, Pastors Mark and Jeanette. Oh, Pastors Mark. Yeah, we should hear that over and over. But these are some that we taught. But I have two ladies.
An eye opener, because as we can, for myself, I use the computer all day, but there is some stuff that you know how to use them, but we may not know the name or where to find them. We just, this is the thing, no, that's the thing, but it was just, and I think in my community, as I can see in my Congolese community, they were very, very need of that. And I will do my best to bring more Congolese to come to learn, because we are here, we need to know something about digital. Everything, as we said that day was data. So we need to know at least something to make better decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I knew she would talk. All right, Debbie. Debbie was in one of our classes too. Go ahead.
Yes, hi, my name is Deborah, and I'm from the Congolese community too. I'm Congolese, and I was invited by Jean Paul, and it was great. It was great because it was bringing everybody from whatever high level you feel like you are, but there's like little language. So learning computer is something else coming from our generation. We were not used to. Everything was like big.